The Big Four agenda, which is President Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy project, has been allocated 450 billion in the 2019-2020 year. The billions will be injected into enablers and drivers of these key pillars: universal healthcare, affordable housing, manufacturing and food security, with growth of the economy and creation of employment being the desired end products. But as Francis Gachuri reports, funding the Big Four is the ultimate challenge for the Kenyatta administration.
A year and a half into his second and final term in office, President Uhuru Kenyatta's seventh budget has focused heavily on his pet project, the Big Four agenda. 450 billion shillings allocated to the president's legacy pillars, with all ministries, departments and agencies required to align their projects with the ambitious Big Four agenda. Universal healthcare that has been piloted in 4 counties, Kisumu, Isiolo, Nyeri and Machakos, has been allocated 47.8 billion shillings. Part of the money will be used to avail medicine and facilities in hospitals across the 47 counties, with another 7.9 billion shillings from the Sports, Arts and Development Fund being pumped into healthcare initiatives.
Other allocations to improve health service delivery include 2.9 billion for doctors, clinical officers, nurses internship program. Kenya shilling 14.4 billion for Kenyatta National Hospital, 9.2 billion for Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital.
Affordable housing is yet another pillar in Kenyatta's Big Four agenda that will receive billions of shillings in the 2019-2020 financial year. The government initiative dubbed Boma Yangu, where employees will have up to 1.5% of their monthly income deducted, with employers contributing a similar amount to a housing lottery, has met resistance and the matter is still in court. The government allocating 10.5 billion shillings to cater for construction of affordable house units. 2.3 billion shillings has been allocated to the Public Servants Housing Mortgage Scheme and 500 million shillings for the National Housing Development Fund.
With the recent establishment of Kenya Mortgage Refinance Companies by His Excellency the President, Kenyans will now access affordable mortgage loans for purposes of acquiring homes. KMRC has received capital injection of 1 billion from government and 35 billion credit lines from the World Bank and African Development Bank.
Manufacturing is also seen by the government as a key driver in transforming Kenya into a middle-income economy. Other than creating employment for millions of jobless but qualified youth, manufacturing is expected to contribute up to 15% of the annual national income.
In this budget, we have allocated a total of 1.1 billion for the development of Textile and Leather Industrial Park, Naivasha Industrial Park and Cotton Development Subsidy. In addition, we have allocated 1.7 billion to support growth of SMEs in the manufacturing sector and 400 million to constituency industrial development centers and 1 billion to modernize facilities in Kenya Industrial Research and Development Institute, KIRDI.
The rising cost of food has translated to a skyrocketing cost of living, with farmers often complaining of lack of subsidies and poor prices for their produce. Despite allegations of mega corruption and wastage of public resources in the failed Galana Kulalu irrigation project, the government has allocated 7.9 billion shillings to ongoing irrigation projects to boost food production. 2 billion shillings will fund the National Value Chain Program, while 3 billion shillings will be pumped into a coffee revolving fund. 700 million shillings will be used to pay cane farmers their dues, with another 1 billion shillings being allocated to revitalization of Miraa. 800 million shillings will be allocated to fish landing sites rehabilitation and 700 million shillings for small-scale dairy farmers. A 3.02 trillion shillings budget, the largest and most ambitious in Kenya's history. The challenge now is for the National Treasury and all other players in this budgeting process to translate this budget from paper to action, and particularly the Kenya Revenue Authority to meet the 2 trillion shillings target for revenue collection in the financial year 2019-2020. Francis Gachuri, Citizen TV, Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.